Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is one of the videos that helps you grow in your chess game, especially in the opening. This video contains ideas connected to black playing knight to f6. Let's dive right into it. This is a game played long time ago. This was actually played in 1887 between Terrash and Simonsen. In this particular game, we see normal development which involve e4, e5, knight to f3, knight to c6, defending the pawn, then knight to c3. After knight to f6, take note of knight to f6. The idea in this video revolve knight to f6 and how it can be an easy target against black when playing white. In this position, white decides to be creative with pawn to d4. Bishop to b4 comes up. This idea is logical. In some games, you see an instant capture in the center, where knight takes, then queen takes. This variation is possible. However, spicing things up is to play bishop to b4. White went on to take more space in the center and chasing the knight away by pushing pawn to d5. Knight moving away from c6, undefend the pawn on e5. This gave out a pawn after knight takes the pawn on e5. There is a counter move here that gives you back a pawn. I believe you can spot it now. The bishop pins the knight to the king. So this pawn is a free pawn at the moment. So black went for the idea, knight takes the pawn on e4. Queen to d4 comes up. A move, a strong double attack. Attacks the knight, attacks the bishop. What to do? Black went on with bishop takes the knight on c3 first with check. Pawn takes on c3 so that the queen can still attack the knight. Knight back to f6. Bishop to g5 comes up. This intention is clearly noted. In this position, the bishop moves to g5 in order to cause a damage in pawn structure in black's camp with this kind of variation. If pawn comes now attacking the bishop, bishop takes, pawn take. Now we have a doubled pawn, which can be a target weakness in the future in the game as it continues. In this position, black sees this idea. He lacks the concept to create a counterplay and also defend f6 in this position. In this position, a move like knight to f5 would do a very good job because the knight opens up a space on this diagonal e7 so that the queen can defend the knight. In case of bishop takes, queen can take. At the same time, knight on f5 attacks the queen. So if white goes with the concept queen to c5, this move deprives the king from castling at the moment and also place pressure on the pawn on c7. So the queen cannot move at this moment because the queen is stuck defending that pawn. b6, chase the queen away. Queen to b4, h6, now attacks the bishop. Here bishop takes on f6, queen takes on f6, knight to g5, queen to e7 check, queen takes queen, king takes. The game can go well from here. However, black did not play such creative variation. Instead, he made a mistake. He played knight to g6, hoping for knight takes knight, pawn takes. In this position, you should be able to find out the next continuation. You can pause the video from here and try to figure out the next best move for white. If you spot knight to g4, you are right, because at this moment the knight on f6 is pinned to the queen. So if knight takes knight, then bishop takes the queen. White is winning. In this second example, e4, e5, knight to f3, d6, d4, pawn takes, knight takes on d4, knight to f6. The move we are looking at in this video: knight to c3, g6, bishop to g5. Bishop to g5 comes to pin the knight to the queen. What do? You need to find a systematic approach to unpin the queen and still keep the knight safe. So the window for this action will come up. You have to find it and make that crucial move. Bishop to g7 comes up. Queen to d2. Queen to d2 supports the bishop to prevent pawn push to h6. However, pawn can still be pushed. If pawn push, bishop takes, bishop takes. So that square is defended twice by a rook and a bishop. Black castled, white castled the long side. In this position, I believe that it is the right time for black to unpin with this move, either queen to d7 or just moving the queen to e8. That is cool. Here, black went for knight to c6. Knight takes on c6. Pawn takes on c6. Then we see e5. Very aggressive e5. e5 would not be as deadly as it would be if the knight was not pinned to the queen. At the same time, if the knight was not on f6. So guys, take note of this idea and apply it to your games. I believe if you monitor your games, you will do well and get better results. Thank you for watching this video. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel for more. Like this video and share to your friends. See you in the next video.